shattered clocks and stolen centuries. The epic conspiracy that erased 300 years from your life. Hook, imagine this nightmare. You jolt awake, heart pounding, and snatch your phone. The date? Not 2025. It's 1728. No TikTok scrolls, no electric hum. Just candlelight flickering on horse-drawn carriages outside your window. The Renaissance? Still brewing. The Industrial Revolution? A mad scientist's pipe dream. You've been catapulted into the 18th century, and the punchline? It's real. Or at least, that's the gut-wrenching claim of conspiracy so colossal. It accuses kings, popes, and emperors of hijacking history itself. Strap in conspiracy connoisseurs, because on this electrifying episode of Secret Origins, we're not just bending time, we're breaking it. The phantom time hypothesis isn't a theory. It's a time bomb ticking in your calendar, ready to detonate the truth. In our whirlwind world of fake news and fleeting facts, history stands tall like an unbreakable fortress. Timelines carved in granite, events sealed in scrolls. Wars raged, geniuses sparked, civilizations crumbled and clawed back. Unquestionable, ironclad, right? Wrong. Enter stage left. Heribert Illig, the rogue German historian with a detective's grit and a rebel's fire. In 1991, Illig unleashes magnum opus, the phantom time hypothesis, a seismic shakeup claiming that 3 centuries of our shared saga, from 614 to 911 AD, were nothing but a grand illusion. Zilch. Zip. A whopping 297 years fabricated faster than a Hollywood blockbuster, stitched into our chronicles like invisible thread. We're talking the heart of the Dark Ages, folks. That foggy interlude between Rome's thunder's roar and the medieval Renaissance's blaze. If Illig's right, your 2025 isn't the roaring 20s of the 21st century. It's a sneaky sequel to the 1700s. Mind-melting? You bet. But why? And how? Buckle up. We're about to unravel a plot twist that rivals Inception on steroids. The villains? A shadowy syndicate of medieval masterminds. Holy Roman Emperor Otto III, that cunning crown-wearer born in 980 AD. His brainy papal puppet, Pope Sylvester II, a wizard with numbers and whispers of Byzantine bigwig, Emperor Constantine VII, pulling strings from the east. Their endgame? Not gold or glory alone, but symbolic supremacy. Picture the year 1000 AD. Not just a flip of the calendar, but the millennial milestone, a divine deadline echoing biblical prophecies, a fresh slate smeared with apocalyptic allure. Back then, rulers didn't just want power. They craved prophecy. Otto III, barely out his teens, lusted the Lord over this year of the Lord as a living legend, a bridge to eternity. By inflating the timeline with 300 phantom years, he could catapult his coronation straight into that sacred sweet spot. Behold the Emperor of the Apocalypse. His subjects would swoon, dazzled by the drama, oblivious to the doctored dates. It was ego on an epic scale, rewriting the stars to rewrite the script. But Illig swears this isn't tinfoil hat territory. He's got receipts that'll make your inner skeptic sit up straight. Cue the first jaw-dropper. The calendar conundrum, a ticking time trap that's haunted humanity since Caesar's quill. Time isn't abstract. It's our North Star, etched from Stonehenge shadows to atomic clocks. We've synced seasons, solstices, and sundials for eons without a hitch. Or have we? Illig's laser-focused takedown zeros and on the Gregorian overhaul of 1582, a fix that reeks of foul play. Rewind to 45 BC. Julius Caesar, fresh off Gaul conquest, unleashes a Julian calendar, a beauty at 365.25 days, leap years locked every 4. Genius? Mostly. But here's the hidden hook. It bloated the solar year, or sun lap, by 11 minutes and 14 seconds annually. Tiny? Sure. But compound that over centuries in its chaos. A full day lost every 128 years. Seasons sliding like soap. Fast forward to the 1500s. The church, that calendar's arena, frets as Easter, tied to the spring equinox on March 21st, slips to March 11th. Blasphemy. Pope Gregory XIII, a stargazing savant, steps up in 1582 with the Gregorian glow-up. Refine leap years, skip them on century marks unless divisible by 400, and bam! Slash 10 days to realign. Sleep on Thursday, October 4th, Julian Swan Song. Wake to Friday, October 15th, Gregorian's grand opening. Europe blinked and poof, time travel via papal decree. But Illig's forensic math screams fraud. By 1582, the Julian drift should have hit 13 days, not 10. Those phantom 3? They scream 3 centuries of sleight of hand. The correction patched 1,200 years, not 1,500, leaving a 300-year void, buried by Sylvester's successor to shield the church's shimmering facade. Mathematical mishap or masterful misdirection? Illig bets on the latter, and damn if it doesn't make your wall calendar feel like a wanted poster. But Illig's arsenal doesn't stop at spreadsheets. He bulldozes into the archaeological abyss, that yawning chasm where evidence should be but isn't. If 614 to 911 AD buzz with life. Kings scheming, peasants plowing, monks murmuring, where's the wreckage? The Dark Ages, post-Rome's 476 AD implosion, should overflow with footprints. Forums fading into farmsteads, empires echoing in earthworks. Pre-614, Roman remnants roar, aqueducts arcing like ancient arcs, amphitheaters echoing eternal cheers, roads radiating like Rome's restless veins. Post-9/11, medieval magic erupts. Norman keeps clawing skies, universities unfurling knowledge like flags. But the void? Eerily empty. No colossal cathedrals crowning hills, no innovative irrigation etching valleys. Illig spotlighted a shady 12th century scroll boasting 700-plus monuments from the era, until his team tracked him 96%, vanished vapors. Forgeries, every one. And tech? A tragic timeout. Romans pipe hot baths. Da Vinci doodled helicopters centuries later. Yet 614 to 911? Stagnation city. No windmills whispering wind. No plows piercing progress. Architectural amnesia reigns. 500 AD sturdy stone mirrors, 1000 AD's blueprint beat for beat, like evolution hit snooze. Expand the horror. Envision Europe frozen in feudal limbo. Surf scratching soil while shadows of empire evaporate. No artistic awakenings. No alchemical adventures. It's not decline, it's deletion. Written words? A whisper where roar should rage. Roman racks groan with records. High Middle Ages hummed with histories. But phantom files? A pitiful handful, monastery scribbled. Suspiciously sparse. No royal decrees, no noble narratives. Just echoes and empty halls. How do you live 3 centuries without leaving a lint ball? Illig's answer, you don't, because it never happened. Now, the crown jewel of chicanery, or the ultimate red herring, Charlemagne, the barrel-chested barbarian buster who ruled 768 to 814 AD, plopped perilously in the phantom pit. Charles the Great, warrior king extraordinaire, unifying fractured Francia into a Frankish powerhouse, crowned emperor on Christmas 800 AD in Rome's ruins. But wait, there's more. This 5 feet 8 inches dynamo doubled as astronomer, mapping stars mid-March, agronomist greening barren fields, architect, blueprinting basilicas, lawmaker, crafting capitularies, birthing jury seeds, educator, reviving Latin literacy via the Carolingian Renaissance, and theologian, tampering with texts for tighter theology. And wars? 44 campaigns in 46 years, from Saxony's savage wilds to Lombard's lush lowlands, all while jet-setting by horse, across continents. Oh! And that elephant, yes, a real-life jumbo from Caliph Harun al-Rashid in 802 AD, trudging from Baghdad to Aachen like a living legend. One man, or one myth machine tool by Otto III to mint the Attonian dynasty's divine descent? Illig's savage swing. Charlemagne's a composite con, a Carolingian chimera forged from flimsier figures, like his grandpa Charles Martel, to fabricate a flawless founder. Monastery manuscripts? Hagiographies hot off the press post-Otto, glowing with glory. The Renaissance reboot? Too tidy in the timeline's twilight. His exploits? Epic enough for Valhalla. Scripted like a saint's screenplay. Otto, eyeing the throne after Carolingian crumble, conjured this colossus to cloak his coup. We Ottos are the anointed heirs of the great. Boom! Legitimacy laundered through legend. Motive meets millennium madness. History's heavyweight or a heavyweight hoax. But whoa, timeline travelers, don't trash your textbooks yet. The Counterpunch Parade is a precision strike, armed with astronomy's unblinking eye and Earth's etched secrets. Calendar quibbles? Illig's pure Julian pipe dream ignores a patchwork. England embargoed leaps during beefs with Rome. Eastern Orthodox finagled equinoxes early. That 3-day discrepancy? Just jurisdictional jujitsu, not Julian jiggery pokery. Globally? Laughable. China celestial cycles chime true. Islamic hydri harmonies hum unaltered. Why fake worldwide for one emperor's ego? Occam's razor slices. Simpler sloppiness than synchronized swindle. Stars don't stutter. Eclipses etched in 418 AD. Roman ravings, Chinese charts. And 879 AD aligned with astrophysical autopsies. No phantom fudge. Halley's Comet? Streaked skies in 760 and 837 AD. Sketched from Samarkand to Shandong. Free of Frankish fingerprints. Tree rings? Dendro dates from Ghost? Gothic grains grow gapless. Carbon clocks tick true on textiles. Artifacts avalanche. Viking warships from 790s Norwegian fjords. Merovingian medallions minted mid-600s. Slavic settlements scarred by 800 swords. The Dark Ages dim because Rome's route ravaged routes. Trade tanked, barbarians brawled, Black Death's precursors prowled. Survival trumped sculpture, bred before basilicas. Evidence exists, Illig just aimed his shovel shallow. Charlemagne? No spectral sovereign. Byzantines banter with him in dispatches. That elephant's epic is embalmed in Arabic archives and Frankish fables. Coins clink with his crown. Charters carry his chop. Legends loom large. Sure, every icon inflates. But fiction? As solid as a sword he swung at Roncevaux. Illig's intrigue ignites imaginations, but crumbles under cross-examination, a ploy or a provocative prod at history's hazy hems. So, rewind warriors, where's the wormhole lead? To 2025's frenzy or 1728's flicker. The phantom time hypothesis hooks because it hacks our facts, a siren song of what-ifs in a world of woolly wonders, ploy of popes and potentates, or fog of frail forgeries. You hold the hourglass. Spill in comments, phantom fanatic or fact-checker. If this temporal tornado torqued your thinker, thunder that like, subscribe to Secret Origins for more myth-busting marathons, and bell up, we're decoding destiny next. Thank you, script. A massive, timeline-transcending thank you for tumbling to the phantoms with me. Your vibes with the void. If this stole your sleep in the best way, sling it to a history-hungry homie. Keep clocks cocked and conspiracies cooking. Catch you in the chronochasm soon. Peace out, Paradox Pioneers.